Welcome back to the IdeaGen Global Leadership Summit. Today, the IdeaGen Foundation sponsors the IdeaGen Foundation Future Global Leaders panel, and I'm honored to have with us George Sifakis II, who will serve as the moderator, along with Alexis Sifakis, to moderate this Future Global Leaders panel. Here we go. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Future Global Leaders Power Panel. My name is George Sifakis. I'll be starting us off with the first question. What does leadership mean to you personally, and how have you applied those principles in your school, community, or other activities? So I can start us off with this question. What leadership means to me personally is leading by example. One thing I've done in my life to lead by example is raising $2,500 for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, helping to support those who are struggling with cancer.
Yeah, so for me, leadership is less about title and more about influence and service. I believe true leadership is rooted in listening, building trust, and empowering others to succeed. A strong leader doesn't just step forward, they also know when to step back and let others' strengths shine. In my school and community, I've tried to live out those principles in different ways. As a part of healthcare clubs and externships, I've worked to create and thrive in environments where students feel supported and engaged. When organizing events for my clubs, I focus on giving everyone a chance to contribute meaningfully. And in youth panels like this one, I see leadership as amplifying not just my perspective, but voices of others my age, who may not also have the same platform. To me, leadership is about bringing people together to achieve something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah, so to me, I think leadership is about being able to be a part of a group and listen to those around you while also being able to take action when you're needed and really understanding how to work with people and communicate and collaborate so you can achieve a common goal. And I think I've really been able to apply this going to school at Washington, D.C. We're the only high school in the nation that has a homeless shelter on our campus, which I regularly go and serve at and practice being a part of my community and listening to people around me.
Hi, my name is Taylor Smith, and I've been a student ambassador for the IdeaGen Foundation. For me, leadership is about empowering those in my generation and giving youth a voice, the tools, and the confidence to lead with purpose. I believe that this requires understanding both the big picture and the connection with people that you lead. So for me, I work with IdeaGen on global issues and advocate for youth leadership on international stages, helping to shape large-scale solutions. But I also believe that local leadership is crucial. So, for example, I'm the president of my school's Girls Who Code chapter, and I use my AI and machine learning certifications to teach youth, especially young women, tech skills that could benefit their career opportunities while also creating space for them to grow as programmers and future leaders. Beyond tech, I lead a peer mentorship initiative that trains youth to be prepared for all of the opportunities and challenges that come with leadership. I guide them through the basics while stepping back with support so that they can learn to lead in their own way. So for me, leadership means providing support, uplifting others, and preparing others to lead confidently now and in the future.
Fantastic, Taylor. Leadership to me is just about being proactive, constantly finding new opportunities to get involved in your community. And I love what each one of you had to say because everyone had something different to say. Leadership, there isn't just one definition of leadership. And I love how we're all doing different things and kind of brings us to another thing I want to talk about with this group, which is if we can share specific challenges that we might have faced as a leader and how you've overcome it. And what you might have learned from that experience.
Yeah, so a challenge I faced as a leader came when I took on too many responsibilities at once. Between school, clubs, volunteer work, leadership roles, and extracurriculars, at first I thought being a good leader meant just saying yes to everything. However, it became harder to give my best to the people and projects that really needed me. The turning point came when I realized that leadership isn't about doing it all. It's about prioritizing and creating balance. I started delegating more, trusting others with more responsibilities instead of trying to carry everything myself. I also learned that to be intentional with my time, focusing on quality rather than quantity. What I gained from that experience is the understanding that sustainable leadership requires balance. If a leader burns out, the team feels it too. By setting boundaries and trusting others, I've learned that leadership becomes more effective, collaborative, and impactful.
Yes, I love that answer. If anyone has anything else to add, I will go to the next question. So, how do you balance collaboration with taking initiative when leading a team or project?
Yeah, so for me, I like to lead by creating structure and then stepping back. So I offer support while giving others the space to take the reins and really make projects their own. So like I said before, I am the president of a leadership initiative at my school that gives 10th through 12th graders opportunity to lead events and peer advisories for freshmen. In my role, I guide these upperclassmen as they step into leadership roles while also giving them space to learn to lead in their own way. To balance collaboration with taking initiative, I try to do a few things. First, I provide a basic framework or suggested format for what needs to be done during events, but then I step back and give creative control to the people participating so that they can really make it their own. I also encourage team members to try different positions, including planning, organizing, and facilitating, so that they can build up a variety of skills that can be used in future leadership opportunities. Finally, I stay available in the background during events, working on behind-the-scenes logistics while they are face-to-face with the community. I try to only step in if something is truly off track, giving them the opportunity to problem solve, take ownership, and build confidence in their leadership. Through these strategies, I try to provide direction and support while creating spaces for them to grow into the types of leaders they want to become.
Yes, delegating. Delegating is so important because, like Taylor said, in high school and in college, we have so many group projects that we're working on, and it's really easy to be in your head and be like, I want it done this way and want to spearhead the project, but delegating actually makes group work so much more meaningful and important and really does just produce a better product. And that brings us to these traits of what we're best at in delegating. So who inspires us in our leadership journeys? I know, Paul, you had something that you wanted to touch on with this.
I think the person that inspired me most throughout my leadership journey would probably be my father. Watching him growing up, leading a company alongside my grandfather, my aunt, my uncle, it really showed me what it means to lead by example and listen to the people around you and not making yourself the boss and taking account what everyone has to say.
Absolutely, and I can relate to that as well. My dad has always nailed in, be a leader, not a follower, which is a very simple saying, but it's true. Always lead and bring the group together.
100%, I agree. To bring us to the next question, looking ahead, what role do you hope to play as a leader in your community, future career, or in addressing global challenges?
Yeah, so I think I'll speak on this one. Looking into the future, I hope to become a leader who brings healthcare, community, and global advocacy. My goal is to pursue the healthcare field, but I see that role as more than just a career. It's a way to serve, to connect with people, and to help address inequities in access to healthcare. Beyond my profession, I want to continue speaking up as a part of a generation of youth leaders tackling global issues, whether that's through building programs that connect students to service opportunities, advocating for greater healthcare access, or creating spaces where young people from different backgrounds can collaborate. I want to contribute to solutions that last. At the heart of it, I want to be a connector, which is someone who brings people together, encourages collaboration, and inspires others to step into their leadership roles. Because real change doesn't happen through one individual. It happens when many of us lead with courage, compassion, and a shared vision for a better future.
Okay, so for me, looking ahead, I want to ensure youth voices aren't just heard, but are valued, giving the next generation a seat at the table. I've been extremely fortunate to have platforms like IdeaGen to share my voice, but not enough youth have these same opportunities. Since we are the ones who will be stepping in leadership roles, it is crucial to start preparing now by creating spaces that empower youth to speak up, lead, and contribute to solving global challenges that will be impacting our future. Whether it's in my community or on international stages, I will continue contributing to leadership and empowerment initiatives that bridge gaps across skill levels and sectors, empowering and equipping youth with the tools and range of abilities to become resilient, confident, and globally minded leaders who uplift themselves and those around them.
Yes, yes. Empowerment, being proactive in our communities. There are so many opportunities if we just look that we are capable of being involved in, which is why I'm so grateful to be a part of this panel today with you all. Global leadership, we are the future, and be proactive, stay involved. So fantastic, everyone. Thank you all.